Before witches whispered her name, before torches burned at the forked path, before Olympus had fully taken shape, there was Hecate. Born not from Olympus, but from the depths of the Titans' age, Hecate is the goddess of magic, ghosts, witchcraft, and the night. A liminal being, a guardian of boundaries, a divine presence at every crossroad, literal and spiritual. Hecate's lineage traces back to the Titans, with her parents being Perses and Asteria, celestial figures in their own right. From Perses, she inherited power and destruction. From Asteria, who leapt into the sea to escape Zeus and became a goddess of oracles and falling stars, Hecate inherited mystery, divination, and the secrets of the dark. Though born in the age of the Titans, Hecate was never overthrown. When Zeus led the Olympians to victory in the Titanomachy, and so casting the old gods into Tartarus, unusually and uniquely, Hecate was spared. More than that, he honored her, not out of mercy, but out of respect. Zeus recognized that Hecate held sway over forces even he could not control. He granted her dominion over earth, sea, and sky, an unprecedented favor. She was permitted to keep all her original powers, something no other Titan received. She was not an Olympian, but she was too powerful to dismiss. Hecate is a goddess of boundaries, those between day and night, life and death, seen and unseen. She is often depicted holding two torches, lighting the way not just through darkness but through uncertainty. She guides not with command, but with illumination. In many statues and carvings, Hecate appears in triple form, 3 faces or 3 bodies, watching in all directions. This triadic aspect is more than symbolism. It reflects her rule over the 3 realms, her awareness of past, present, and future, and her connection to the triple goddess archetype later embraced in pagan and Wiccan traditions: maiden, mother, and crone. She carries keys to hidden doors, both literal and spiritual. She commands serpents, creatures of wisdom and death. And she walks beside dogs, especially black ones, who howl in the presence of spirits. These were her companions, guardians, and messengers. To the ancients, the crossroads were not just intersections. They were places of danger, mystery, and transformation. It was believed that spirits lingered there, that choices made at such places shaped destinies. Hecate ruled the crossroads. At night, offerings were left where paths met, known as Hecate's suppers: eggs, honey, bread, and wine, given in silence, left for her and the wandering dead. To take back what was offered was to invite misfortune, or worse. To stand at a crossroads was to summon her presence, not always with words, but with intention. She would show you all paths, all truths, but she would never choose for you. Her magic was not to control, but to reveal. When Persephone was abducted by Hades and pulled into the Underworld, Hecate alone heard her cries. While Demeter wandered the earth in grief and Olympus stood in silence, Hecate came forward. Torch in hand, she descended into shadow to help. Later, when Persephone was named Queen of the Underworld, Hecate remained by her side, not as a subject, but as a companion, a guardian between the realms. This myth reveals Hecate's deeper role, not ruler of the dead, but a guide through death, a torchbearer not just in the physical world, but in the emotional and spiritual. She brings light to darkness, not to banish it, but to help us navigate it. Though many fear her association with death and spirits, Hecate is not a dark goddess in the malevolent sense. She is a goddess of thresholds, of standing in the doorway, seeing what others cannot. She is also linked to the moon, often alongside Artemis and Selene, forming another divine triad. Each represents a phase of the moon and a phase of womanhood. Hecate's is the dark moon, the unseen, the waiting. Her name was spoken during necromantic rites, her symbols carved into amulets. She was invoked by witches not for curses, but for clarity. Her presence meant that nothing was hidden. Hecate never faded. Unlike many gods who live only in broken statues and dusty scrolls, she evolved. In the Renaissance, she appeared in grimoires and magical texts. In modern Wiccan, Hellenic, and neo-pagan traditions, she is revered as a living goddess, a protector of witches, a symbol of female power, and a spiritual force of independence. Today, people invoke Hecate at new moons. They ask for her guidance at times of decision. They place keys on their altars, light candles at crossroads, and whisper her name during rituals. Not out of fear, out of respect and recognition. She is a goddess for those who seek the truth, even when the truth is shadowed. Hecate does not demand temples or thunder. She is not loud like Zeus, nor vain like Aphrodite. She walks the quiet places. She is at your door when you must make a choice. She is the flicker of instinct before a decision. She is the whisper at midnight, the hush before change. The ancient Greeks feared and revered her. The modern world seeks and honors her. Hecate was never forgotten. She was only waiting. So there we go. The story of Hecate. What did you think? It seems, once again, as with so many of the Greek myths, you don't have to be loud or attention-grabbing to be powerful. We hope you enjoyed this production. If you did, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see future content. But for now, many thanks for watching. We hope to see you on the next one.